Hi everyone and welcome to today's video, which covers a flight I took from Buenos Aires to Rio de Janeiro on board Emirates in business class. This was my first time flying Emirates, and although the flight was only a few hours long, there was a lot to take in, especially in the refurbished business class seats. Check-in was quite busy and I was glad to have a separate queue. As part of my ticket, I was allowed to use the VIP Club Lounge. There was nothing particularly remarkable about it, but it was nice to have a quick snack and a free drink. The gate area had a great view of our plane, a Boeing 777-300ER. And most importantly, this aircraft had the refreshed business class interior. Even after the refresh, the Emirates business class is laid out in a 2-3-2 configuration. Far from ideal and definitely not class leading. As I'm sure you can work out, this means not everyone has direct aisle access, and worse yet, you could potentially end up sitting in the middle with two strangers on either side of you, which would not be a particularly premium experience. However, I do like the new colour palette and finishes. Here's my seat for today's flight. There was a pillow, blanket, headphones and some bottles of water already at the seat. The updated seats have fairly high walls, so you do get some sense of privacy if you're in the middle or window seats, but it's still not great. Having a closer look at the seat, on one side there is a tablet to control the IFE and seat functions. Just below that is a lamp, another remote control and some shortcut buttons for the seat positions. Moving further down, below the armrest are USB and HDMI ports, headphone jack and a universal power outlet. Just above that are more seat control buttons for the preset positions and lighting. Then there's the table, which folds out from here, and your own minibar pre-filled with a couple of soft drinks and a glass. Unfortunately, it's not chilled, so I don't quite understand the point of this. Below that is some storage. Then in front is the literature pocket and some more storage with bottled water. Being on the aisle meant I also had an adjustable armrest, which would make it easier to get out during meal service if I wanted to. Despite already having 4 drinks at my seat, the crew came around and offered a pre-departure beverage. Although I couldn't directly see my neighbour's head, we could still see what each other was doing, eating or watching. I had read a lot about the drinks menu on Emirates and it didn't disappoint. There were extensive options of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, including cocktails. We pushed back and I really enjoyed watching the cameras. This was by far my favourite feature, and it let you see things from an angle you wouldn't normally be able to. Just like the drinks menu, I'd also read a lot about the Emirates ICE entertainment system. Many claim this to be the best in-flight entertainment available, and I can certainly see why. Not only is there an insane amount of movies and TV shows, all well organised by category too, but there is also the option to watch live TV. The hype is real. This is a fantastic IFE offering. The bathroom on the 777 is a standard size, but it has some nice design elements and feels premium. I got back to my seat and got ready for the meal service. It started with a drink and nuts, followed by the main course, which was served on a tray. Annoyingly, my preferred meal, the beef, had run out, so I went for the chicken. It looked fine, but honestly it wasn't very good. My seatmate also wanted the beef and was disappointed to have chicken. In fact, he looked so unimpressed that the crew eventually offered to get him a first-class beef meal. Make of that what you will, but it annoyed me a bit. For dessert, I had the choc hazelnut dome, and the meal service was finished off with some chocolate. It was time for a quick nap, so I converted my seat into a bed. The biggest improvement for the new business class is that the seats now convert to fully flat beds. The previous Emirates 777 business class did not have flat beds, so this was a much needed upgrade. Depending on how tall you are, your feet might have to squeeze into the foot cubby at the end, but overall the seat was comfortable for some rest. Thankfully, my seatmate didn't leave his seat, otherwise he would have had to make a fairly big jump over me to get out, a definite downside to this product. As we started our approach, I turned the camera view on again, which was surprisingly good in the dark and gave an awesome front-on angle of the landing. So, what's my take on the Emirates 777? There were a lot of things I liked about the new business class. First of all, I really liked how it looked and felt. There's a sense of luxury about the seats and finishes. It feels like a special place to be. The IFE lived up to expectations, with the cameras being a standout for myself. Some things like the warm minibar and multiple remote controls seem a bit gimmicky, but one thing you cannot excuse is the 232 layout, with the lack of direct aisle access for everyone. For this kind of long-haul aircraft on a premium airline, there really shouldn't be a middle seat. Apart from that, I'm keen to fly Emirates again, but maybe on the A380 next time.